Hi guys, my name is Dana, and I was going to present my PowerPoint slideshow on conflict management. So first off, I wanted to elaborate on what my most commonly used style was according to the results of the assessment that I completed. It was collaboration. I do agree with this in the sense that I do strive for this in any conflict or heated discussion. This requires patience, openness, respect, and it also requires a little give and take. This is because when working with individuals who don't necessarily agree with your side of things, it does require some patience to be able to explain your side and have them process and think of their opinions in response to that. The openness is because it is not all about your idea. Just as they listen, you must also listen and process their ideas and opinions. The respect is needed because if you don't respect the people that you are in this discussion with, then I don't believe that you are going to take any of their ideas or opinions seriously. And then the give and take, it some of the things that you suggest may work out, and then you may have to give a little bit and use part of somebody else's idea to make the solution better for everybody. The least commonly used style, according to the results of the assessment that I completed, was the act of competing. I do agree that I try to stray from competing with people in this kind of a debate or discussion. Competing does result in unhealthy discussion. It results in irritation between people within the group. And then it also results in more of a negative outcome more often than not. This is because if you're focused on competing, then you're not going to be focused on the bigger picture, and that is a solution that will rectify what the issue is. So I just want to elaborate on a recent conflict that I had at my job within my team. Um, this pertained to management wanting to implement a new system, and this new system would be in addition to all the work that I have on a daily basis as it is. It would have required each person to be more controlled in a sense that it was a chat system. Basically, the body shops would have the ability to chat in, and it would round robin between my team, and they would be able to make requests through this chat. The reason that I was against this was because it would require an immediate response from us. We do have several tasks that we complete on a daily basis, and having to stop, every 5 or so minutes whenever we receive a chat from one of these shops and focus on what they're needing at that time would be very unproductive in my opinion. Um, it would be difficult to adjust to that. We've already got a routine down, and the routine seems to be working pretty well for us. So my first reaction was irritation. I didn't understand why we were being asked to complete this work. This was already handled by a different group that was separate from us, and so I didn't see the positive and reassigning it to a different group that already had enough to do. I was very turned off by the idea, but I tried to take a different approach rather than just shutting it down. And this approach was compromise. I've been more open to compromise lately as I have seen the kind of results that this can produce. And so my idea that I had was to create an email bucket that the shops could use to essentially do the same task. They would email in their requests, and it would be to an email bucket that everybody on my team had access to. So it'd be like a shared email bucket. This essentially is no different than the chat system in terms of what is being accomplished, but it does make it a little bit easier on us in being able to get to it once we have time and not immediately stop what we're doing. This was my alternative solution. It required a lot of discussion, many weeks of debating, and several meetings with the management. They did finally agree to give the email bucket a chance. I have to give my coworkers credit as they did stand by me through this and they supported me with this idea. They agreed. And I think that that really worked out in my favor and added to what I was trying to explain to management. My predominant style was collaboration, but I also feel that it is compromise. I compromised in the situation in the sense of I had the intention of meeting the company halfway and still taking on the workload. It was just in a different way than what they had intended. And then collaboration was supported because I worked with the management team after I had proposed the idea to kind of work out the technical difficulties and things like that. It was a better solution to come, in my opinion, and I believe this was the perfect example of how compromise and collaboration can work out in everybody's favor. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for listening and watching, and hope you guys enjoyed it.